With more than 130,000 coronavirus deaths and U.S. cases nearing the 3 million mark, Dr. Anthony Fauci is sounding the alarm. Here's what he said about it.
The current state is really not good. We are still knee-deep in the first wave of this. It was a surge or a resurgence of infections. Europe, the European Union as an entity, it went up and then came down to baseline. We went up, never came down to baseline, and now is surging back up.
In the midst of this surge in cases, there are growing calls that schools reopen this fall, including from the president, who tweeted schools must open in the fall in all caps. Meantime, in Florida, which has seen its cases double from 100,000 to 200,000 in just 2 weeks, by the way, the education commissioner released a mandate that all schools must open in August. I'm so happy we are having this conversation because as a parent, this has been on my mind. My daughter Sophie is supposed to start school. This is the first time that she's ever started school. Do I send her to school? Do I not send her to school? Like, there's such a risk-reward thing, Al. You're a parent. Like, I don't know what to do because I don't want to take away those opportunities from my daughter, but at the same time, I don't want to risk infection.
Right. I'm a parent and I was a middle school teacher for 5 years, so this hits me on two fronts. Honestly, and Erica, I want to get your thoughts on this immediately. Whenever our teachers ask for more money in the budget, we shoot that down immediately. You get your summers off, stop complaining. But as soon as something goes down, we want more from our teachers. When there's school shootings, we want them to take their weekends and learn how to shoot back and become deputized like that. When there's a coronavirus going around, we want them to still go to work, but we don't want to pay them more, and I find that unbelievably unfair.
Great point. And Erica, especially as a daughter to an educator, your mom.
Yeah, you know, this is such a hard discussion because obviously, you know, so many of our students fell behind because of coronavirus. In some jurisdictions, in some states, they just stopped education completely because it an idea of fairness. If everyone wasn't able to do e-learning, then no one was able to do e-learning. So what's that going to mean in the fall, especially for kids like, I mean, my cousin was just here. He's 19 years old. He just finished his first year in college, and now he's trying to make decisions about what's going to happen in the future. I will say this, for anyone who is going to college at this time, this is such a remarkable time for flexibility. So think about that. Because if you are in between majors or you're deciding what you're going to do in your future, colleges are now negotiating in a way that they were never before. And if you're someone who is trying to evade out-of-state tuition versus in-state tuition, this might be a really good time to jump on an opportunity that none of us have ever seen before. So there may be some sort of silver lining to this.
Great point,
What Erica's saying is that I read that article, Erica, that you can haggle your tuition price like you would buy a used car. You can go in there and haggle, literally.
Yes, so that's great to know. Everybody, especially to our viewers watching, please make sure that you are aware of that.